on this table, but there can only be one show.
MTC Beats.
It's time for the Money, Mind, Mastery Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Podcast, Money, Mind, Mastery. My name is MP.
Stefan.
Isb. And we got a huge fight card happening. Big ass fight card. We're talking multi-million-dollar fight card. This is big. It's literally all heavy hitters on this fight card. You notice
Absolutely,
that?
Man.
All heavy hitters. That fight card is Day of Reckoning. Day of the Reckoning or Day of Reckoning?
Day of Reckoning, December 23rd.
Big fight card, man. Before we break this fight card down, man, we got to start the podcast off on a positive note with the gratitude series. And I'm gonna start, but I'm not gonna say what I always say because I'm always grateful for it. But I'm gonna switch it up, man. I'm grateful for you, Stefan, man. You know, we got some good work in yesterday. Productive ass week. We just killed it, man. I'm grateful for an amazing podcast.
Lineup that we had.
Yeah, them, and it just very rewarding. Well, it feels very rewarding just doing all the work that we did over the week. You know.
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
Oh, obviously, I'm grateful for that too. But I'm actually grateful for our first year, man. We're almost.
Oh yeah.
You know, happy anniversary.
Okay. We'll say that for afterwards.
No, but on the real, bro, it's almost a year. Obviously, by the time we're shooting this, but by the time this is released, we're it's literally actually a year.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm grateful for this year. First year of us just doing the podcast. Obviously, we started off, mindset, sales, podcast. We found our niche and we found out what we really love to talk about, and that's really the fighting game, sport of boxing. And we're plan is to continue doing it, man, until we get into the big leagues. But a year where we were from a year from now is totally different than where we are now. We've bumped through. We've talked to a lot of people. Already, talked to a lot of people from not only from Canada but different places, different countries, and I'm grateful for it, man. Who knows what's next year? What's gonna happen next year? If we just continue doing what we're doing, and I know we'll get to places, man.
Exactly, man. The places we gonna be. Just think about it now. Hey,
North Korea, baby.
Oh my God! Imagine if we go there. But Day of Reckoning, man. This fight card is huge. All heavy boys, big boys, just ready to brawl out. Like, if you really think about it, these are the fights that a lot of people will tune into. Why? Because, bro, all it takes is one punch and then they're out. And people love seeing a knockout. Casuals, they love seeing it. But for people like us that watch day to day, we like watching the technical aspect of it too. But don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I love watching a knockout happen. Right, seeing the setup and all that stuff, beautiful.
To set her up, yeah.
Work of art.
Shout outs to Saudi Arabia, man, the kingdom. You guys are making all these fights happen. Obviously, we just had who the hell just fought last time?
Fury and Ngannou.
Obviously, we're gonna have Fury and Usyk.
Yep.
And then this card, man. I know, people are saying boxing is dead. People are not getting the fights that we want. Yes, it's kind of true, but again, we're going on uphill. We're progressing as a fighter. We're gonna see Deontay Wilder in this card. We're gonna see Joshua in one card. Bivol. We're gonna see the number one cruiserweight Jai. Daniel Dubois is coming back. So yeah, just to go over the lineup, man. We have Frank Sanchez. He's Eddie Reynoso's heavyweight. He's the one that spars with Canelo.
Yep.
He's going against Junior Fa. Great heavyweight fight. I have the Tiger guy. I can never say his name. Arslanbek. Arslanbek. That's all I can say.
Makhmudov.
Against is it Ajit? For the European heavyweight title. And then Hrgovic is coming back against Mark Demori for another heavyweight battle.
Yep.
These guys are all big boys, actually.
Big, man.
And then again, the number one cruiserweight is back. Jai Opetaia, defending his title, defending his IBF cruiserweight. I think he's also the lineal title, the ring lineal champion at cruiserweight. And we got Dubois coming back from that Usyk fight against Jarrell Miller, coming back from that steroids fight.
God.
That'll be a good fight if he made it and he doesn't test positive. And we got the 3 main cards that we're gonna break down. And to be honest, before we even talk about this, these 3 fights right here could have easily been 3 separate main events.
Yeah, 100%, man.
So that's why I'm so grateful that we're getting this all in one night. If this is pay-per-view, bro, you're getting your money's worth. Absolutely. Usually, if it's a big card, it's just the main card that's really big.
But this is back to back to back to back to back.
Easily. All of these guys they're all main events.
Yeah.
They're all main events. So to start, let's start with obviously the comeback fight for Dmitry Bivol against Lyndon Arthur. Dmitry's last fight was against what's his name? Ramirez.
Yeah.
That was over a year ago. So he hasn't been active. Obviously, he was offered the Canelo fight, which he turned down. In my opinion, he should have taken it. Might as well stay active and give more money. It's Canelo. But now that we have this fight, I think it's his comeback fight against Lyndon Arthur, man. What do you think?
Ooh, let's break it down per fighter. Let's start off with Dmitry, your boy.
That's my boy, my favorite fighter, bro.
Man, his biggest strength is just number one, his volume. Crazy volume, man. That volume really gave Canelo big issues.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? And his precision too. Like all it is 1, 2, 3. Then he's out. Then he's back in again.
He has 3 punches. What I say, it's just the 1, the 2s, and 3s.
Yeah.
Really effective. One thing I'll give to Bivol as well, other than his volume, speed, and his precision, is his counter punching is also amazing. The way he counters with volumes, especially what he did to Canelo, it catches him off guard because usually you counter 1 or 2 punches just to keep him honest, but this guy counters as he's moving forward.
And he stays on you.
That's what I love about Bivol, man. Another one with Bivol is his defense. He is a real good defensive technical fighter. You see that Soviet style. His feet, he's like a big Inoue. He's in and out.
Yeah.
That's what's good, and I know he's going to utilize all that. We might see ring rust, though, going through, the first few rounds. But I trust that Bivol is staying in shape, and this will just set him up for a bigger fight.
Agreed. Now, as far as weaknesses from when we were reviewing his past fights, it's not really a weakness because he's undefeated. Duh. His lack of KO power.
Yeah.
It's not a weakness, right? Because he still wins by points. He still whoops their ass easily, right? But that's that's one weakness. But is it really though?
It's I think the lack of KO power also comes with him not being in my opinion, not being a big 175 pounder.
Yeah, agreed.
He said he can make 168 for Canelo. That says a lot. That means he is not as big. He's not like Beterbiev, where he's probably not going to see 168. He's also not Lyndon Arthur, because Lyndon Arthur is a pretty full-fledged 175 pound fighter. So I agree. Lack of KO power, but then again, you don't need a KO to win the fight. No. We all know that. No. Bivol is well equipped, well skilled enough to win a fight, and we all know that he hasn't lost. But yeah, that's a good take. Just him not having that power, being the smaller guy every time.
Yeah. Then the next guy, the guy he's fighting, Mr. Lyndon Arthur. What are some of his strengths that you see? For
this fight, he's the bigger guy.
Yeah.
He is the bigger guy. His fight with what's his name, Anthony Yard, he was able to, I'd say, like, outbox him in spurts.
Yeah.
He's good at fighting backwards. That's just one of the strengths that I noticed. I haven't seen him a lot, but yeah, it's just him being the bigger guy. He should impose his will against Bivol, and be the bigger man in that fight, because he can't fight backwards, especially with Bivol as a volume fighter. It's a volume puncher. You can't outbox Bivol.
No.
Bivol outboxes you.
Yeah.
So I think the key for him is to keep moving forward and put the pressure on Bivol, especially Bivol being inactive.
Yeah.
Quote unquote inactive.
Quote unquote, yeah. The one thing I will give Lyndon is his distance management. Right. But now the thing is, Bivol's really good at that. Like really good at that too.
Really good at distance
Really good at that, right? So it's like, is that
a better distance manager, I guess.
Exactly, right? Now his weakness, I think he just hasn't really been tested yet.
Oh yeah.
Big time. Like it's like someone like, well, obviously like Bivol, but at that level, I don't think he's been really tested. So that's gonna be
the closest one was Anthony Yard. So
yeah, so it's gonna be a big step up in competition.
Yeah.
Who do you think has this fight?
I got Bivol, 100%. And that just basing it off that exact same reason. Lyndon Arthur has never been there before, and I think Bivol is just a machine.
Yeah,
he is. This is his comeback, staying busy fight. He's not definitely not taking him lightly. He's a professional. I expect him to perform at the highest level and just give a boxing lesson. Knockout? I don't know.
Yeah.
See, that's the weakness, I guess. But I think it'll be better for Bivol to actually take 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Get the rounds in.
Yeah, get the work in, yeah.
Just get the reflexes back before you get ready for a bigger fight. So I expect Bivol to outbox him for 12 rounds. Might knock him out, might not, but I just expect Bivol's hands to get raised. How about you?
Agreed, man. It's going to be a dominant performance from Bivol, in my opinion. So it's pretty clear. But again, this is the boxing game. You never know.
Never know.
Never know. But I have my money on Bivol.
Yep.
Boom.
Let's move on.
Let's move on, man. Next fight. Who is that, man?
This is the Boom Squad. Boom Squad.
Oh God, Deontay Wilder.
He's back.
Oh man, guy's a beast. What is his nickname? Bronze Bomber.
The Bronze Bomber is back. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. It's a really great heavyweight fight, man. Let's start with strengths. Deontay Wilder, what are his strengths?
Obvious.
He has
What's
one
the obvious one?
eraser and one strength. That's all in my opinion, that's all he has. But it's way more than enough, except for Tyson Fury. We all know that. He has, in my opinion, he has the most powerful right hand, arguably ever, in the sport of boxing. We all know Deontay Wilder's boxing skills. I'm probably going to jump into the weakness right away. Boxing skills, not there. Jabs, not there. But we all know sooner or later, he's going to time you. He has a great timing, and he knows how to throw that right hand wherever, whichever angle.
Yeah.
That's his strength. That's what's going to win him the fight. That's how, if he's going to win, that's how he's going to get his hand raised, by throwing that right hand.
Yeah, that's very true. I think I agree with you there. And his biggest weakness is his defense, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like Tyson Fury really exposed it.
Yep.
Right? They fought 3 times?
3 times.
Each and every single one. It's like, okay, he gets hit. And the third fight, it really showed it. Fury figured him out.
It's too easy at the third. Actually, no. It was easy, but he still managed to knock Fury down with that right hand.
Yeah.
And Fury has great defense. That's a good observation for his weakness. Wilder is also a small heavyweight.
Yeah.
He came first Fury fight. He was 217. Fury was like 260, 270.
Yeah.
So Wilder always gives up the size. Although I think he should weigh a little bit lower, like should stay the same, because he's athletic.
Yeah.
That's one weakness that Joseph Parker didn't exploit. It's the same what Fury did, because Joseph Parker will be a bigger heavyweight.
Yeah.
He has to bully Wilder.
Yeah, he has to.
Now, easier said than done, because Wilder's usually a bully, so.
Right. Now, Mr. Joseph Parker, strength.
The bigger guy. He's going to be the bigger guy. I think that's what he needs to do to impose his will against Wilder, like what Wilder did to Fury. Another thing I'd give to him is his experience. You also got to recognize that Joseph Parker fought 30 rounds the last year.
Yeah.
Wilder fought 1. Right, against Lanius. He said night in 1 round.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a big thing, because Joseph Parker's been active. Wilder has, after the Fury fight, really, he had 1 round. You got to think about that. After losing to a knockout to Fury, he had 1 round as a comeback fight. So we don't know what type of Wilder's going to be there. That's what Joseph Parker needs to exploit right away. You know that the guy has been inactive. Yes, he had a knockout. He has a knockout on his comeback fight last fight, but you also got to realize that was only one round. So maybe take him to deep waters.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen 12 rounds in years.
Has to.
Take him to deep waters. Test that stamina. I think that's going to be key for Joseph Parker to win this fight.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And he's just quick, too, for a heavyweight.
Yes.
Right? I think his biggest weakness is the lack of knockout power for heavyweight. But again, they're big boys.
They're big boys.
You know,
anything can happen with it.
It can just take one. What's your prediction for this fight?
This is tough. This is really, really tough because, again, all things considering, if this was the best Wilder against the best Joseph Parker's going to sleep. But with all, the existing circumstances that we have, the very big thing for me is Wilder hasn't fought in a while.
Yeah.
And the last time he fought 3 minutes. So the question is Wilder able to, if he goes to deep waters, is he able to dig deep and find that with him? Is he gonna tire out? How is that right hand? Is it still as accurate? Because you only had one fight, one round, and you're fighting a guy that's been active.
Yeah.
Although he has losses, but he's gone through the rounds. He's gone through deep waters. So
Yeah.
But my final prediction, man, at the end of the day, I think it will be a tough fight for Wilder. I think Joseph Parker will try to bully him, but at the end of the day, I think that right hand will find its mark, and same old story with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, because it just
That
takes one right
will
hand.
find its mark, and it's good night, man. You can't wake up from that.
No,
Like a
exactly.
fear.
That's true, man. I personally think Parker might take it.
Wow.
I think he might take it, man. Because as long, like you said,
Okay.
with Wilder's right hand, if he can avoid that all night and take him to deep waters,
Yeah.
bro, Parker would outbox him
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
And if that happens, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, right. It really is a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
It
I
really
agree.
is,
I
right?
agree.
But again, it just takes one from Wilder.
That's exactly why he can lose
Right?
12. He can lose 12 rounds actually.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And he just knock you out in the 12th round.
Yeah,
That's it.
Right. So it's these kind of fights are always interesting to watch.
That's why we're here to watch, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
You never know, bro.
You can always be. It can on one side until 12 rounds until it's.
Yeah, because if they were lighter dudes, okay, I'll give it to Parker all day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But with these guys are big.
Big dudes.
Big.
It changes. One punch changes the whole damn game.
Right. Now the main. Well, it's not really the main event, but like the top one.
The top one. The last fight of the 3 main events. You have AJ Anthony Joshua coming back from his fight with the number one heavy. What's his name again? Hellenius. Comeback. Oh, the comeback fight. But his next fight after knocking out Hellenius against Otto Wallin. Really good fight, man. I really like this fight. I think it's a good stay busy fight.
Yeah.
For AJ, because as you know, this is a setup for the next fight with AJ and Wilder. But we'll talk about that after. I think it's a really good fight for him. Strength. Let's start with AJ, man. As we know, the power is still there.
Yep. Definitely is.
The power is still there. He was able to knock out my boy Hellenius.
P for P.
And I think his boxing ability with Derek James, although I think he already switched trainers too, but his boxing ability is getting better. And he's getting more technical. He's setting up his power punches more. So that's one of his strengths. And obviously he's a bigger guy. He's always been big, but
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And it's just his experience in the ring too, like even in the amateurs as well.
Yep.
Like that really goes a long way. And I guess that's something we can debate in a different episode. Like, does an amateur record really matter in the pros?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I say yes all day, but we'll say that for a different episode, man. But as far as weaknesses, the one thing that I will say is it might be that he gets counterpunched a lot.
yeah.
Hellenius fight, bro. He took some big shots, bro.
He did. It took a lot of jabs too.
Yeah.
That's a good observation. Otto Wallin actually is a technical boxer, so it'll be a good challenge. That's why I said it'll test AJ.
Yeah.
It'll test his skills. So that's him being susceptible to counter punching, and his stamina. His stamina. He is. He gets tired, but as a big guy, a lot of heavyweights do. But again, this is still better than not fighting.
Yeah, true.
So he's staying busy. If he does get tired, he can work on that. If he gets countered, then he definitely can work on that. But yeah, let's move into Otto.
Good
Mr.
old
Otto
Otto.
Wallin that gave Fury, he didn't give Fury a hard time, but give Fury a fight. Like I said earlier, boxing skills. He's really technical, good amateur background. But the thing is, with this guy, he can do it for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
For a big guy, he has stamina. So that'll be a good test. Can he exploit, if AJ is tired, can he exploit AJ being tired? We'll see. But that's two of his strengths, I'd say.
Yeah, and let's move on to weaknesses for Otto. See, this is kind of tough for me to say, but I think his experience in these high-level fights. Yes, he fought Fury. I think he gave him a hard time.
He did, but Fury also got a big cut.
Big ass cut.
That could have stopped the fight. But yeah, he did. It's not like a walk through the park.
No.
It's a pretty tough fight.
Yeah, he gave him work, but like in these top fights compared to Joshua's resume.
Yeah.
Joshua's he's been through the motions.
I agree.
Right.
Other than the Fury fight, it's just experience. At the end of the day, yes, Wallin got a good experience fighting Fury, but AJ got experience fighting Usyk twice.
Yeah.
He lost, but it doesn't matter. Usyk is fighting Fury for the undisputed title. But yeah, AJ got Fury. AJ had Usyk. AJ had Klitschko.
Yeah.
AJ had what's his name?
Ruiz.
And he had a lot of guys that actually had experience as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be one of the weaknesses, obviously. But as Otto Wallin, you can't really knock him for that because it's hard.
Yeah, true.
And now he's getting Joshua.
Now he's
getting all the experience. So that's a good observation, man. Let's jump into the prediction. You start.
Ooh, I think Joshua's gonna take him, man. He's gonna bring him to deep waters and I just think his size and his strength might be a problem for Otto.
I agree. Nice. Right. I have the same exact prediction. I got Joshua winning by knockout. I think this fight is a stay busy fight for him. I think he's able to establish his technical skills, his jabs, and just keep Otto at bay. I think he'll able to knock him out in the later rounds, man. So
that's gonna be a good knockout if he does it again.
It's gonna be a good knockout, and to follow this conversation, that's gonna start this trend. Now, if I'm right in all predictions, I know for Wilder you have Joshua, but assuming Wilder wins, assuming Bivol wins, assuming Joshua wins, I know the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is setting this up for a bigger event. Massive. Let's start with Bivol. If he wins, we all know who should take him, and it's only one guy in the division for that 3 belts, and that's Mr. Arthur Beterbiev.
The man.
19-0, 19 KOs. He's going through a fight. He's probably going to end up 20-0, 20 KOs. Bivol and Beterbiev. Now that's a fight to break down because I think this is a harder fight to break down than the Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. But
yeah,
that'll be a good setup. Bivol and Beterbiev. That definitely is a main event.
Yep.
And then, man, Joshua wins. Wilder wins. That's pretty self-explanatory. This card is set up for a bigger card.
Yeah.
We should get that, man. That AJ and Deontay Wilder fight.
Yeah, and just imagine that. Like, the next fight card, it's all of them. Beterbiev, Bivol.
I might have to actually have to fly because that's
right.
Worth
that's
it.
huge.
It's not just like these 2 guys that you want to watch. The whole night, they're all the fights that you want to watch.
That'd be sick, bro. That'd be insane. Crazy. And then that's that. So, like, Saudi Arabia, they're
doing it right,
They're doing it right. Yeah, they're doing big things for the scene of boxing. So, like, kudos to you guys, man. Thank you.
We can't wait so we can break down a Bivol fight, AJ and Fury fight. I mean, AJ and Wilder fight. And guess what? Who wins this fight? Maybe we can fight the winner of Fury and Usyk.
Right?
Or hell, just doing it all in one card.
Yeah, make it as big as hell.
Beterbiev, Bivol, and then AJ Wilder after, and then Fury Usyk for the main event. That's like a boxing fan's dream.
Yeah, 100%. Now, before we close it out here, I want to ask you this. Do you think the heavyweight division is the most popular division right now?
Most popular, I'd say, yeah.
Or most entertaining?
Most entertaining, definitely. These bigger guys. But yes, most popular, absolutely. Obviously, we got Tank Davis. We got Devin Haney-ish. We got Terence Crawford. But in terms of like a global icon, global superstar,
heavyweight.
We got Anthony Joshua, we got Fury, we got Usyk. These guys are not just in America, but it's all
Worldwide. I think so. It's always been like that, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like since like the start of boxing, the heavyweight division has always been like the most eyes on it.
Yeah,
Why?
it kind of changed because of the bigger guys,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
That was the Ali, you know, because you also got to remember it, and that's why they're doing it right now. I don't know when it changed, but I think it's the Mayweather effect where all the big fights are just in the United States.
Yeah.
So they're all just, you know, big American fights. But if you guys go back to history in time, Ali went to Manila.
Yeah,
Ali
Thriller in
went
Manila.
to freaking Ali Boumaye. What the frick is that? South Africa.
Yeah.
They travel all over the world to get
Yeah.
these fights. So that's what these guys are doing. Shout out to Deontay Wilder because it's his first time fighting outside of, I think, a big fight outside of the United
Yeah.
States. So they're traveling again, which I freaking love because it's not just an American sport. Mm-hmm. It's a worldwide
baby.
sport, man.
Right?
So
Dale.
you got Inoue in Japan. You got Canelo, obviously, fights in the States, but it's also big. Definitely
Anywhere
big
you
all
go.
over the world.
Yeah.
And then you got these guys fighting in the UK, fighting in Saudi Arabia, fighting all over the world, man. So I love that. You gotta love that. We're getting back.
Right? We're getting ours back, man. Come on,
bro.
you know this, man. So let us know what you guys think, man, because we want to hear from you guys.
Yep.
Right? It can't be a one-way street. We can't be just giving you guys our prediction.
What's
What do you
your
guys
prediction?
think? Yeah, exactly. What's your sign, man? Come on.
What's up, man?
Oh, man. So until next time, guys, my name is MP,
I'm Stefan SB.
and we're out.
Bye.